5 incredible events happened after Jesus died. These historical events illustrate how transformative his sacrifice was. Join us as we delve into the depths of history and witness the unfolding tale of redemption, salvation, and eternal hope. The first event, darkness over the whole land. As the moments passed and Jesus hung on the cross, a profound darkness descended upon the entire land. From noon until 3 p.m., the world was enveloped in a shroud of blackness, a darkness that penetrated not only the physical realm but also the depths of the human spirit. It was a darkness that eclipsed the sun and cast a shadow of fear and uncertainty upon all who witnessed it. Now from the 6th hour there was darkness over all the land until the 9th hour. Matthew 27 verse 45. But this darkness was more than a mere absence of light, it carried a weight and significance that could not be ignored. It was a cosmic proclamation, an undeniable sign that something of immense magnitude was unfolding. In those 3 hours, the world stood still, suspended in a moment of divine intervention. And the sun was darkened, and the curtain of the temple was torn in two. Luke 23 verse 45. For those who beheld the darkness, it bore witness to the reality of Jesus' identity and mission. It was a divine affirmation that Jesus was no ordinary man, but the Son of God, the promised Messiah. In the depths of the darkness, hearts were stirred, and minds were awakened to a profound truth. Because it was in the darkness that the weight of sin and brokenness was laid upon him. It was in the darkness that the sins of humanity were washed away, bringing forth redemption and reconciliation. In that moment, the darkness served as a powerful reminder of the profound love and mercy of God. The darkness over the whole land served as a prelude, a precursor to the events that would unfold in the days to come. The second event, the veil of the temple torn in two. When Jesus drew his final breath on the cross, a profound miracle unfolded within the temple. As recorded in Matthew. At that moment the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. Matthew 27 verse 51. This event marked a pivotal moment in history, as the veil that separated the Holy of Holies, the innermost sanctuary where God's presence dwelled, from the rest of the temple was torn in two. In the Old Testament, the veil served as a barrier, symbolizing the separation between humanity and God due to sin. Only the high priest could enter the Holy of Holies, and that too only once a year on the Day of Atonement, to intercede for the sins of the people, as outlined in Leviticus 16 verse 2. The tearing of the veil, therefore, represented a profound shift in the relationship between God and humanity. Through his sacrificial death, Jesus removed the need for the old sacrifice ritual, offering himself as the ultimate atonement for sin. Therefore, brothers and sisters, since we have confidence to enter the most holy place by the blood of Jesus, by a new and living way opened for us through the curtain, that is, his body. Hebrews 10 verses 19 to 20. The tearing of the veil symbolized the opening of a new way for all people to approach God directly, without the need for intermediaries. This act of divine intervention demonstrated God's unmerited grace and mercy towards humanity. It signified the forgiveness of sins and the restoration of the broken relationship between God and humanity. Furthermore, the tearing of the veil foreshadowed the eventual destruction of the physical temple in Jerusalem, as prophesied by Jesus himself in Matthew 24 verse 2. This destruction symbolized the transition from the Old Covenant to the New Covenant inaugurated by Jesus' death and resurrection. The third event, the earthquake. As the weight of the world's sins pressed down on him, Jesus took his final breath. In that sacred moment, the earth beneath him began to tremble. The earthquake that followed echoed the magnitude of his sacrifice and the transformative power it held. And behold, the curtain of the temple was torn in two, from top to bottom. And the earth shook, and the rocks were split. Matthew 27 verse 51. The earthquake after Jesus' death was no ordinary seismic event. It was a supernatural display of divine significance, a physical manifestation of the profound impact Jesus' death had on the world. The ground shook, signifying the earthquake's significance in the aftermath of Jesus' passing. Matthew 28 verse 2, stated, "And behold, there was a great earthquake, for an angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled back the stone and sat on it." With every powerful tremor, the very foundations of creation were shaken. Mountains trembled, and valleys quivered, as if in fear of the momentous event that had just unfolded. It was as if the earth itself recognized the immense weight of what had just happened. And there were flashes of lightning, rumblings, peals of thunder, and a great earthquake such as there had never been since man was on the earth, so great was that earthquake. Revelation 16 verse 18. This earthquake was a sacred symbol of the immense significance of the earthquake after Jesus' death. In its trembling, it proclaimed a new era, a turning point in human history. It marked the fulfillment of God's divine plan, a plan that had been set in motion since the beginning of time. The earthquake after Jesus' death was a reminder that everything had changed. It was a testament to the transformative power of his sacrifice, in which he bore the sins of humanity upon his shoulders. The ground itself bore witness to the immense love and mercy of God. As stated in Hebrews 12 verse 26. "At that time his voice shook the earth, but now he has promised, yet once more I will shake not only the earth but also the heavens." The fourth event, the opening of the tombs. In the aftermath of Jesus' death, a profound and wondrous event unfolded, echoing the words of Matthew 27 verses 52 to 53. The tombs broke open and the bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. They came out of the tombs after Jesus' resurrection and went into the holy city and appeared to many. As the earth trembled and the skies darkened, the tombs burst open, revealing the bodies of saints who had long rested in peace. This extraordinary occurrence held great significance, foreshadowing a future resurrection for all believers and bearing witness to Jesus' awe-inspiring victory over death. The opening of these tombs was not merely a physical phenomenon but a profound spiritual revelation, resonating with the promise of John 11 verses 25 to 26. Jesus said to her, "I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die." It symbolized the hope and promise that Jesus' death and resurrection brought to humanity, the hope of eternal life and the promise of redemption. Through this astonishing event, Jesus showcased his power over death and affirmed his authority as the Son of God, echoing the words of John 5 verse 25. "Very truly I tell you, a time is coming and has now come when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God and those who hear will live." The opening of the tombs testified to the tremendous impact of his sacrifice, transcending the boundaries of time and space. In the opening of the tombs, we find a profound message of hope and transformation, echoing the promise of 1 Corinthians 15 verse 52. "For the trumpet will sound, the dead will be raised imperishable, and we will be changed." It signifies the beginning of a new chapter in humanity's relationship with God, where death is conquered, and everlasting life awaits all who place their faith in Jesus. The fifth event is the moment when the Roman soldier realized the truth. During Jesus' crucifixion, a Roman centurion, responsible for overseeing the execution, experienced a profound revelation. Observing the manner of Jesus' death and the subsequent occurrences, the centurion was struck by a realization that reverberated within him. In a moment of clarity amidst the chaos, he exclaimed, "Truly this was the Son of God." Matthew 27 verse 54. This declaration signified a pivotal moment for the soldier, as he came to acknowledge the innocence and divine nature of Jesus. The centurion's acknowledgement of Jesus as the Son of God was a transformative moment, not only for him but also for the broader narrative surrounding Jesus' crucifixion. His declaration carries significant theological implications, affirming Jesus' identity and mission. It represents a shift in perspective, as the centurion, a representative of Roman authority, recognizes the truth that transcends political and religious boundaries. This realization underscores the universal nature of Jesus' message and mission, transcending cultural and societal barriers. The centurion's proclamation stands as a testament to the power of witness and the transformative impact of encountering the truth. The influence of Jesus' crucifixion reverberates through time, transcending boundaries and touching the lives of countless individuals. His message of love, compassion, and sacrifice sparked a revolution, inspiring followers to uphold his teachings and work towards a better world. With that said, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more thought-provoking content on faith, history, and culture. Remember, sharing is caring, so spread the word and let's continue this journey together.